All right, it's just about 10:30, and we got home about 15 to 20 minutes ago. Um, we were both up around 5:45. Showered, got ready. We were pretty much ready to go at 6:45 when we wanted to leave the apartment, hotel. Um, this is not comfortable. Hold on. I can get more. Um, but yeah, we made fantastic time to the meetup point. We probably could have stopped for snacks, but we really didn't need to. I already had some garlic, like little garlic pieces that like it's a bag. It's like corn chips kind of thing, or like any kind of chips. Just it's one of those aluminum looking tin whatever bags. And it says garlic bread, and it's just these little crunchy pieces of kind of almost looks like garlic bread. Um, So those got us to Eobi Valley, EOBI, which was super icy, snow, ice, hard packed snow, like really old, frozen snow, ice. There'll be pictures and videos up on Instagram, Facebook soonish. It was cool. I got to buy these little attachable crampons so that I could more easily. No, anybody could have, but I was one of the. I think I was one of the only ones in our tour group that chose to. Our tour group leader was named Sky. He was awesome. Probably a 50 something old Korean man. I don't know what his background is, but fantastic tour guide. Really nice dude. Um, Basically he gave anybody who wanted the crampons a discount, because normally if you wanted to buy them it'd be like 10,000 won, but it was 8,000 with this discount, and they were great. I got to walk on ice with no. It's my first time using them, and it was awesome. They're just like little rubber band things with crampons on the bottom, and they go on the bottom of your shoe. um, what's going on here? Anyway, Eobi Valley was cool. Literally very cold. Everything was cold today. It was about an hour bus ride to there, and then we had another. We got food there. I tried this kind of like this white roll, kind of white bread roll that had this like bean paste stuff inside, red bean something. It was good. Um, Novi had like a hot dog and a cup of noodles, spicy noodles. Just they had boiling water. You could just pour it in. Um, and then I think she had like this little milk tea thing, or no, was that it? Anyway, 30-minute drive ish to the Petite French and Italian villages, where we took a bunch of pictures of like Pinocchio stuff and Da Vinci stuff, and that was in the Italian part of side of things. The French side, I don't remember taking a whole lot of pictures, because by the time we were done, like after half an hour, 45 minutes with the Italian side, I was kind of just walking around exploring. I don't know how many pictures I took after the Italian side. I, in hindsight, we could have spent more time, like in the Da Vinci place, because there were a couple floors of his inventions and his paintings and his sculptures, and I knew he was a prolific inventor and painter and sculptor, but I did not know the entire breadth of all of the inventions that he had, like gearboxes and boat stuff and dredges and all kinds of things. And it would have been cool. It would have been even better if we could actually like turn some cranks and do that kind of stuff. But most of it was don't touch. Um, yeah, the French village had like La Petite Prince. I know we know him as the Little Prince. I think a very very famous character. Little boy probably gets into trouble. I've never actually watched anything, but there was a large Pinocchio display, like floors of it, and in the Italian part. Um, there was some French artwork in the French part, and yeah, that was about it for that. Um, we moved on another 30 minutes to Nami Island, where we had lunch. We had basically the exact same thing for lunch today that we had yesterday for dinner, just at a different location. And in my opinion, this one was better. But like the tour group, we each set like two. It was like two per grill. And when I say grill, it was just like an electric grill that was just keeping things. Actually, no, they cooked it on. Yeah, they cooked it in front of us. So like they dumped out a plate onto this wok on the grill. They let it do its thing. We did most of the stirring, and then they came by when it was time, and they added whatever, and they mixed whatever, but most of the stirring was done by Novi and me. Chicken, like that entire island apparently used to be like surrounded by chicken farms. So that entire area is all about chicken, the different recipes and different ways to cook it. And Sky told us that like all the restaurants there, they all cook chicken, but they just cook it their own way. And this was delicious. We also got a bibimbap, not hot pot this time, but it was kind of a cold-ish pan that went very well with the cooked chicken and the spices in the cooked chicken. And the chicken was cooked with cabbage and some other green leaf I'm not really familiar with. And we added some hot sauce. It was on the verge of a little bit too spicy, but it was fine. It was good. It was really good. Then we took the ferry over to Nami Island, and we just self-explored the whole time. Novi and I pretty much did the entire island, with a couple exceptions maybe. Like we had about 3 hours, 4 hours, because we got across to the island around 12:30ish. Didn't have to be back at the island ferry part until 5, so like across on the ferry until like 5:15 or 5:10, whatever. But we got done around 4, took the ferry. No, we got like another little milk thing. I almost got ice cream, but just didn't like the price, or gelato. We just chilled and waited for the bus and everything to be ready. And it was. And then we went another half hour to the Garden of the Morning Sun, Garden of the Morning Calm. Thank you. Garden of the Morning Calm, where, because it's winter, usually the tour groups go there in the morning, as the name would suggest. But winter has different darkness times and no flowers really, no flora, aside from like the evergreen stuff. So instead, they put up tons of Christmas lights. Tons. I mean, literally, if they weighed them, I would guess in the ballpark of 2 tons, but I'm not sure. Yeah. Yeah, so we got there roughly half an hour before nightfall. And nightfall is when the light display becomes like really, really cool, because you don't have the daylight messing around with the brightness of the lights. So we got to the top of like this hill roughly about 10 minutes before nightfall, and we're taking pictures along the way and got some good pictures and good videos. There's one part that is it's supposed to be a sea. So I was going to say like a sea of blue lights, like just on the floor, kind of, on a grassy area, a grassy flat area, and then you could tell it was a sea because they had a couple like dolphins in lights and a ship in lights, and it was really cool. Lots of pictures, lots of videos, for sure. Instagram and Facebook for sure. And then from there, we went back. Like, we were dropped off. We tipped the driver, tipped the tour guide. Got dropped off literally basically right where we wanted to be for the Myeongdong Night Market again. But we did pass by a place. God dang. cold, sorry. We passed by a place for black noodles, finally. So we went up to the third floor of this little shop that has 5 floors. Sat down, ordered the black noodles. Novi got a like rice soup, rice cake soup with some dumplings. I got just a plate of dumplings, and that was about it. Just those three things and a Sprite. And the dumplings were fine. I I think that I'm not a dumpling kind of guy. The Novi didn't really super duper like the black noodles. I thought they were fine. I really didn't know what to expect. They tasted kind of similar to something I think I had in the past, but couldn't tell you for sure. She really liked the soup though, and they didn't have a to-go bag, but luckily I had a bag of candy that was almost empty, so I just dumped it into another bag and used that empty candy bag to take home the rest of the black noodles. And then we went to the night market and got some more gimbap. She got a beef skewer. She was hoping for lamb, but things didn't turn out that way. And we both got some like garlic bread,
It's so delicious.
which you already had yours? Garlic bread?
One bite.
Um, yeah, we got garlic bread that's kind of just like this bun again, opened up in the middle into 4 quadrants, kind of. And inside, I think, is cheese and garlic butter, whatever. But that's going to be our breakfast tomorrow. Tomorrow, nothing really happening in the morning. God dang it. Sorry. Nothing really happening in the morning. We're actually going to be able to sleep in and just chill. That stuff's going to be our breakfast for tomorrow. Planned ahead. What was I going to say? 1 o'clock is our BTS dance studio. We're going to try to learn a BTS or a dance routine to a BTS song. Maybe, possibly. Never mind, that's a secret. So, and that's really all we have planned for tomorrow. We have a couple places we could go to for like a late breakfast or a lunch right before the dance or a late lunch. We might go back to the night market because we are going to need breakfast for...
Highly recommended Myeongdong Market.
Yeah. The Myeongdong night market is great.
Wide range of
Yeah, there were less food stalls today. Because an entire street last time we were there was just food stalls. This one was like 50-50 food stalls and merchandise. So various purses or mittens or whatever. But we think we're probably gonna go back tomorrow night, A, for dinner, and B, to get stuff for breakfast the next day before we go to the airport. So anyway, that's a long message video here. I'm tired, and we're getting ready to go to bed pretty soon, so we'll see you guys later. Bye.